sometimes people need to fight it out. Because talking doesn't do it. Sometimes you can talk. Like if it's certain situations, you could talk to a person. You express how you feel. They express how they feel. And y'all come to a mutual agreement that y'all either don't agree or, you might start seeing it from another person's point of view. When it gets to the level, or when you deal with people that, like, sometimes how I used to be, I don't even want to hear that shit. I don't give a fuck how you felt. I don't care what you thought. What's up? What we doing?
And I'm a trained killer. Literally, like, fuck boxer. I'm a trained killer. So it'd be like, they be talking about these girls, and it's like, I don't do no 30-second fights. 30 seconds? I'm gonna wear your ass out. Listen, you give me 3 minutes with any of them girls, it's gonna be bad. 2 minutes is gonna be bad. That's why I'd be like, what the hell they be talking about?
Claressa Shields has been catching the worst of Rema's venomous behavior. Even though Rema claims she's moved on and is perfectly happy with someone new, she can't help but stir up drama by blasting their relationship all over social media for attention. Now, most people would expect Papoose to keep this mess behind closed doors, but honey, he said absolutely not. After Papoose and Claressa started flaunting their love story everywhere, showing just how smitten they are with each other, word on the street is they're ready to make things official and settle down.
Okay, but the deed is done now. They both done came public with their lovers. I'm not mad at it. And for Claressa to bring Papoose out when she was walking out for her fight, have him rap, have him perform. Like, she put on for him, he put on for her. I like that. And you could literally tell, like, when they're together, you can tell that she genuinely likes this man and that he genuinely likes her.
Listen, it's crystal clear these two women cannot stand the sight of each other. But let me tell you something. Claressa isn't your typical wallflower who'll run and hide when Raya starts losing her mind in public. Even with Rema throwing all that nastiness her way, Claressa stood her ground. Now, everyone thought Pap and Remy were endgame material, especially given how stable their family seemed and how long Pap had been there supporting Remy. But let's spill the real tea. Remy's infidelity was the beginning of the end of their relationship. No one saw the Rema and Papoose split coming. The gag is, Remy's still carrying on with some mediocre battle rapper who can't even be bothered to let her claim him publicly. Meanwhile, Claressa, she's a major upgrade, darling. Just look at what Pap's got now, a 5-time gold medalist and 4-time world champion. And if you missed the big news, Claressa recently made history by defeating Danielle Perkins to become the first ever female heavyweight champion. And who was right there in her corner? Papoose himself, beaming with pride and showering her with compliments.
Amazing fight, man. Claressa did an immaculate job.
Yes, he did.
More importantly, what'd you think about that knockout? I loved it, man. She milked it like strawberry ice cream, man.
Now, I know we shouldn't be picking sides in this mess, but Chile, Papoose hit the jackpot when he's performing in packed stadiums, showing off those rap skills, and they're courtside at basketball games. You can't miss those loving glances they share whenever the cameras find them. And since Claressa's not shy about expressing her feelings for Papoose, it's pretty obvious he's giving her his all now that nobody's questioning his loyalty.
I love really hard. But I'm happy to, love somebody who wanna, love somebody back. You know what I'm saying? He is such a sweetheart. Ain't nobody tell him to tie my goddamn boot either, but he said it wasn't laced right, so he laced it right. It was so funny. But he is definitely a sweetheart, and he deserved the best. I am the best.
What's really interesting is how drama-free things are now. When he was with Rema, it was constant chaos. No scandals, no messy drama, just pure love and support. It's no wonder Claressa's ready to leave Remy in the dust if Papoose offers her the same dedication. You know how rare that is in hip-hop and Hollywood circles. In this industry, negative gossip spreads faster than wildfire. Some people tried to claim Papoose was unfaithful to Rema during their marriage, but honey, if he'd been that kind of husband, we would have known about it ages ago. When Rema took to social media to air their dirty laundry, she was just spewing lies. After all these years, she's still acting like public outbursts are her only option. She tried to play the victim, saying things like, "You know I'm not about that social media life, and you're using my street background and the whole gangster girl image against me. You tried to isolate me from everyone and everything, but fool that I was, I told people you were just trying to maintain that black love image I helped you build." You were perfectly fine with all the lies being spread about me. When she accused him of having a side piece and enjoying his groceries, Pap didn't call her out for being dishonest or unfaithful. When he discovered Remy Ma had been stepping out with someone else, he handled it with class, just moved in silence and blocked her. Captain Pap only broke his silence once, after a heated argument where she tried to paint him as a narcissistic cheater. He'd already asked her through Instagram DMs to sign the divorce papers, but she was still clinging on for dear life. After that, Papoose declared he was done discussing Remy and wasn't about to let this mess taint what he has with Claressa. Meanwhile, Clarissa's been throwing shade at Remy left and right because she's not someone who can be easily intimidated. She's been flaunting her new relationship, showing off her man and her accomplishments every chance she gets.
Possible. Y'all know that Remy was already out here having her little boy toy or whatever friend. He done came out and done said it that they were in a relationship 2 years.
Wow.
So don't look at me and say, oh, you just came and messed up this happy home and stuff like that. Because that's not what happened.
Because that relationship was already over.
That was already over.
Even though you child, listen to this. Remy actually had the nerve to challenge her to a fight, knowing full well she'd get demolished by a professional MMA fighter. She just can't let go of someone who's been claiming Pap's affections for 16 years. Raya's been watching Papoose and Claressa like a hawk since they started appearing together more frequently. Word on the street is, now that Papoose is officially getting ready to tie the knot, it's easy to see why Remy's all worked up about having a baby. She's clearly not thrilled about how well they're doing together. The captain's ready to move forward, and honestly, nobody seems bothered that Risa's the one he chose. She's definitely an upgrade from Remy, who's been dragging Papoose's name through the mud for over a year now. But this is nothing new. Anyone who follows battle rap knows Remy's just bitter. Papoose was the only one who could handle Remy M, but now he's found himself a woman of Claressa Shields' caliber. They deserve a standing ovation. Now that Papo's shown the world he won't tolerate any mess from Remy, he's finally got the chance to show her that he values himself too.
Like, ma'am, I sat here all this time and waited on you as a man. Because, you know, that's what women do. That's what women would wait on you. But, man, after you got sentenced, matter of fact, before you even got sentenced, men move on. And they be having about 5, 6, 7, 10 women lined up quick. But this man waited on you while you was lined up. They wouldn't let you out. And I'm talking about he got him a little thunder. Sis is young, pretty. She got her own thing going on, so it ain't like it's one of these little fans or nothing, baby. You up against something. Yeah. And you hurt. Now, you probably was the one in the relationship that was the abusive one. You probably was mental abuse. That man probably was real chill mode. You probably did him real dirty behind closed doors. And he stuck in the paint and stayed with you while you did him dirty. But now it's over with, baby. Karma is something else.
Listen here, ma'am, as they say in the streets. I sat here patiently waiting for you like a real man because that's what women typically do. They wait. But men, after you get locked up, actually, even before you got locked up, most men move on and have 5, 6, 7, sometimes 10 women lined up. But this man waited for you while you were behind bars when they wouldn't even let you out. And now look at what he's got. Sis is young, beautiful, and successful in her own right. We're not talking about some groupie here. You're up against a real force, honey. And here's the real tea. You were probably the toxic one in the relationship. All that mental abuse while he was probably just trying to keep the peace. You probably did him dirty behind closed doors, and he still took the high road and stood by you while you were doing him wrong. But now it's over, baby, and karma's come collecting. Now I've got to ask. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Will Papoose and Claressa go the distance, or do you think he'll eventually find his way back to Remy? The drama never ends, honey. Drama never ends.